I need 1 or 2 runners who can go back and forth to Moss to get new supplies when we run out of anything. Okay, Jen and Evan. We're going to start with some specific items that I already have a list of.
Okay.
And I'll show you.
From New Road School in Santa Monica, California, this is Village Voices.
We got some ends. Okay, we got, and then 2 in kids and teens. We got, oh, so many volunteers for that one. You don't even know what's next. All right. Belinda. Okay, Belinda, and I'm going to do.
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm Sophia Rose. The first day of the fires, we immediately had a lot of friends who were displaced. One of our best friends got evacuated a long time ago, and other people who have lost their homes. And so we got the help of 2 other friends to start a drive, like a donation drive, knowing that we were in a safe zone. And we collected, I would say, over 40 bags.
Definitely. We collected and sorted. And the other, so it's Jade and I, Magnolia Min, Luna Landisman, and then Elsa Hausman. So we put our heads together, all 5 of us, and just came up with a drive at my house, and then half of it was sorted at Elsa's house. And then we ended up getting in contact with Kenya and just...
Yeah, when we got in contact with Kenya, it really just blew it up to a different level where there was an email sent to the school about our house that was taking donations.
Yeah, like we crafted an email.
We spent the rest of the days just sorting through clothes.
Yeah, and I mean, the 40 bags we collected originally was just from us posting on social media. That was before the school was involved. And then once the school got involved, it just became this whole thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit at my house alone knowing there were people who were suffering and that I could help but choosing not to.
Yeah, exactly. The first day we also went on like a food drive type of thing. We bought a lot of food in case people stayed at our house, and we realized like we're in a safe zone. We're not gonna sit here and like do nothing for the rest of days while people are suffering.
We can house people, we can house items, like we could do so much with just the space we have at my house.
It was really a matter of like using the fact that we were privileged in that situation, like lucky enough to not have lost our homes, not have been evacuated.
Yeah.
So we were like, we have to do something to help all the ones who are.
I'm Jacob Harris. I'm a parent at New Roads of Marlo Harris, who's in 8th grade. Well, the students came up with the idea. They were really the vision for this. A couple parents came in on Saturday and looked around and said, oh no, how's this going to get done? That happens with student projects too and homework, as you know. So a few of us, myself, Kate Ainsley, helped put together a system so we could think about sorting, storing, displaying, trucking if we need to, redistribute things, all of this stuff, and to make sure it all gets put to good use. There's some stuff that came in that was too dirty, how that stuff even gets recycled. So there's no waste here, and we're making sure that the school is committed to distributing all of these goods. It's really a hard thing. If you've never shopped at a thrift store, let alone secondhand, to think about being in a spot where you want to walk into your school or a school that you've heard about through friends and get stuff for free. It's an uncomfortable thing emotionally. And so we're trying to think through all of the steps of that and help the students think through all of the steps of that. It's a great idea, and it's just now like helping them with the execution, which hopefully feels like good service learning too, versus anything else you could be talking about at the moment.
I'm Lainey. I have a 6th grader and an 8th grader at New Roads. Obviously, this is, the worst thing that has ever happened to our immediate community. My parents are evacuated. We have, 5 friends in each of my kids' grades that have definitively lost their homes, and, countless more that either don't know or are evacuated, and their homes won't be livable for who knows how long. And you got to do something because you can't do nothing.
Sure. And what kind of work have you been doing here?
Well, I think that when it started, we didn't know what it would look like in the end. It just starts with like asking for the donations, because some people left the house that morning with only what they were wearing, and then when we saw the outpouring, like I don't even know how many thousands and thousands and thousands of items we have. We have well over 100 bins that are overflowing.
What was the experience like being here when families came through?
To think about that one for a second. Well, the majority of the people were shopping for friends or family. There was, yesterday at least, there was maybe half a dozen people that had personally lost their homes, and that was, they pretty much immediately burst into tears. Understandable. The emotions are just so raw right now. But I think, it feels good to make them feel like it's maybe a ray of light, just some kind of moment of relief.
My name is Ella Forrester.
And we'll just talk a bit about what brought you here, the work you're doing here, whatever you want to say about the boutique.
Yeah, sure. What brought me here is that I know so many of my friends and classmates, they have lost their homes and are struggling immensely. So I wanted to do anything I possibly could to help them out. Today is my first day being an employee, and I am helping out in the kids and teen section. And I'm just here for support if they need me.
I am Evan. I'm a student at New Roads in the 11th grade. Honestly, I wasn't planning on doing this, but my mom was like, we should do it. And I was like, okay. And now that I'm here, it feels really good to just be able to help people and contribute to our community in this time of need. Yeah.
And what kind of work are you doing?
I'm doing a quote-unquote runner, which is just running back and forth, just a stock boy, basically. So,
Cool. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Of course. Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Kim Bliss-Ewan. It's been really amazing to work with the community, and it's been very emotional because a lot of people have come through and just a range of emotions, lots of tears, lots of gratitude, but also people come in overwhelmed. And so it's been emotional, but also uplifting to be able to be there for people when they're in that state and help them find things that they're needing but can't wrap their head around needing at this point.
And I know you're already a big part of this community, but have you learned anything about the New Roads community from this experience, or is there anything
I think it's just affirmed what I know about it.
Yeah.
Just everyone coming together and making this happen in such a short amount of time, and also it being dreamt up by the students and all the parents and the administration, and there was camaraderie, and people who couldn't be here in person sent food, or someone sent a coffee truck, and just everyone pitching in every way they can.
If you have any, let's do a quick walkthrough and then we'll get it going. There are a couple dressing rooms. We did not have a lot of people that felt comfortable trying things on. You can encourage it or not, but we have a couple of private rooms that have mirrors. There's other mirrors all around. If we do get a bunch of people, it gets hard really quick. Remember to smile. Remember to tell people they look good. Remember that they may not have been out of the house and not doom scrolling for days. We've seen a bunch of that. And there's also people who are shopping for other people.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of that. I'm sure some of you are also doing that for others today.
My name is Sharonda Sweet Tafari.
How did you first hear about that this project was even happening?
I'm on the parents have an email or WhatsApp, and we're all always discussing things, what's coming up, what to do. So I'm a part of that parent village. And so immediately before this happened, one of my first question was, what can we do to help? And one parent said, let's do a clothes drive. I said, great, how are we going to do it? And right after I said that, they already had things and things started happening. And I was like, I got to be a part of that. It just hurts, I don't care what year you were born, but having to start all over, it's like probably some of the worst thing that could happen to a teen, because especially if your home, your center, where you're grounded has been uprooted, where do you find that? So if it's at school and the school is making it comfortable for you, then I'm here for it. For them to see their school as a part of putting the pieces together,
I am Mian. I am a parent of an 11th grader and an 8th grader.
I'm Valinda. I'm a parent of an 8th grader. We live in Santa Monica. We live down the street from the school, and we just wanted to do something. We saw what was happening from the hills and just wanted to help.
And what kind of work have you been doing here?
Just organizing.
Organizing,
There's
sorting,
a lot of
yes.
stuff to sort and organize. And we're like, what size is this? And following other people's leads. There were definitely
Exactly.
people in charge, and things changed. I was here, and by the time I left and coming back today, it's actually changed a little bit, and might be more because people have taken stuff. But it's to do this kind of sorting and organization, it's pretty huge.
It is.
It's a lot to go through, especially the clothing. A lot to
Yeah,
go
I was over
through.
in Moss sorting, and it was a lot. It's a lot.
And there's a lot of stuff in
It
Moss.
is.
It's not
Yes.
just here.
And what departments are you in today?
I'm in the pet department.
I'm in school supplies. I wanted to be with something with the kids, so yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna wait till everybody volunteers, and then I'm fine with going with whatever's left.
Yeah, I knew I wanted to do something for the kids.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's
Sorry, one more time. Do you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, I'm Annie Spong. I have a son, Asamino Spong, who's a junior. Collectively, when it's all said and done, all we have is our community and our connection to each other. Our access and our literally our location and our place and our stuff really becomes secondary. So being in a space where that's the premise of what we're doing is holding that space for others who have, lost so much, because that's the connective tissue between us all, is that, community. So being of service is kind of the foundation of our family.
Thanks, Annie.
You're very welcome.